doing. And now, maybe my looks at times will just scare them away.
Well, we're glad they did, and we hope those looks from other players also scare people away from, diluting what is supposed to be the spirit of cricket. Because I do see it as a media person, when we turn out and question, it hurts me. When we question, say, what's happening in cricket? Is this match valid? Did he fix why was that towel out and why did the towel go back in? We talk about these stories, but we're not happy doing it. And I'm sure you as cricket buffs are not happy that you have to have the seed of doubt sown in, saying what's going to be is this result already predetermined? Because it takes away from the effort of that player out there in the middle. But coming to the current scenario, who according to you is close to a reflection of Vivian Richards on the field? After you
hardly ever find anyone or two people is going to be exactly the same.
No, they'll never be.
But I'll tell you, but I'll give you my
close reflection.
I'll give you my personal opinion of the individuals that I admire. Virat.
Why? What's similar between you and Virat?
He leads from the front, and he defends his players as every captain should. We just saw that recently. Yes. And that, to me, I'm a huge admirer for these particular reasons. You know, he's not a guy who physically, as physically blessed as some of these other guys that he would have competed against. You may say that he's just above midget height. Not that tall to begin with, really. But there's a serious passion inside. There is that energy that tells me that he has no fear. And that's what I think I brought into the game as well.
Yeah.
And seeing him today is just a magnificent sort of sight. Seeing a guy who would confront guys who can be nasty, say nasty things. And because it isn't now about the physical side of things and what you can do or what you're going to do to me. But at the end of the day, because of the competition factor, being able to do all these things and to be successful, that to me is a remarkable sort of environment to be in. Even though he's blessed with magnificent skill and the talent that he brings to the table, there's one thing that I know for sure, that I know he brings more than anything else, is that will to fulfill that skill. And when you have such a magnificent combination, that is why I think he's so successful and why I guess India loves him so much.
Well, you can't dispute that. You can't dispute that. But who else beyond Virat Kohli? Anybody else who strikes to your mind and you say, I wish I could play cricket with him or against him?
Chris Gayle. He's cool, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. He is.
It's a pity that he does have some back issues, and we cannot quite see the best of him, but he's a cool character, and you know why he's cool.
Yeah.
He's from that part of the world that breeds cool people.
Yeah. He's from that part of the world who naturally have a swagger.
Oh man, he's the only problem that I guess he does have, especially when you're from the same country as Usain Bolt, you should be moving a little faster than that.
Well, he decides to send the cherry out faster. That's perhaps what Chris Gayle likes to do. But when you watch IPL, you've also mentored some of the IPL teams. You've spoken on it, and you've watched the grounds. You think if you were given a cricket bat, you would go out and you could also score a few?
I did some articles the other day in connection with some of the boundaries.
Yes.
I guess at my age, I'll be able to clear.
Clear those boundaries.
Yeah, because they are Mickey Mouse boundaries, in my opinion. And we must give each and every individual who participate an opportunity for them to be successful. And I guess there's a lot of us want to see the balls flying out of the ground and all that stuff. Someone asked me the question the other day, do you think the bats, they are too big? I would say no. Modern technology gives us an opportunity to see what we can achieve with the bats today. The guys, for that matter, they're stronger. They're spending much more time in the gym. So the physical things do come into play. It's an easy solution to that particular answer, why the bats are so big. Just extend the boundaries.
But bigger boundaries don't make for exciting cricket because the
No,
advertiser...
we're not worrying about the excitement now. We are worrying about what's fair and what's not. You know, what's fair and what's not. And I just believe that everyone who participates must be given an opportunity for it to be, as you just mentioned, very fair.
Very fair.
And I just think that 65 yards boundaries, 60 yards boundaries, I could make a comeback.
Perhaps, yeah. Perhaps that's the reason why they're flirting with the idea of 65-yard boundaries, so they could just get Vivian Richards, get those pads back on, and maybe just hit one or two across the line.
I know I will be able to clear at least maybe once or twice.
Now, the other aspect, I know we will take some questions from you in about 5 minutes from now, but I have 2-3 important issues to talk about. In terms of DRS, in terms of technology in cricket, do you think it's good or you think it's bad? Should we just leave it to the umpires?
I think it's good. It gives each and everyone an opportunity to, as we spoke about that fairness a little earlier, for everyone to compete. And if you're out, you go to the DRS. And I think India did suffer at some point before they really got involved. And now that...
This is coming from a man who refused to leave the crease because he felt he was given out unfairly. That happened with you, didn't it?
No, that happened. That happened.
That happened.
When I was a rebel. I was in
Didn't
the
play
rebel
cricket
zone.
for 2 years.
Banned for 2 years.
Banned
But
for
the amazing thing about that, I learned a hell of a lot from that. I went out for my first match when I was 16 years of age, and everyone was really pumping me up and speaking about this new guy on the block and what he's going to achieve and all that. And I walked out for my first match to a full recreation ground. First ball I received hit me on the pads. When I played forward, the guy at bat pad took the catch, and everyone appealed. And when you see an umpire appealing as well, you know you're done. I got in for my first match, got out for a duck. The opportunity came. Everyone starts to protest that I wasn't out, and it incited the crowd at the times, and they started to set the stands on fire. Can you imagine, you're playing in a stadium, and all of a sudden you're given out, your very first match, you're saying all these things in your mind